Okay, so if you're not macroing in SOLS RNG, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just look at this. I got 6,000 lucky potion, 3,000 feet potion, and I got a bunch of storage from my auras. It is actually so OP, and I haven't played the game that much too. I have around 1 million roll. And so yeah, macroing is just crazy, and it's even allowed because in the official SOLS RNG Discord server, they said that it is allowed. So don't worry about getting banned. Oh yeah, I've made 2 videos in the past about macros, but they're so outdated. In this one, we basically cover everything that has changed, and now the most efficient macro that you can get to get potion and speed potion and coins too. Yeah, because in the last video I said things that doesn't work anymore. Yeah, this is basically an update. Now really fast, a macro, what it does, I'm not gonna go in detail of what a macro is, but basically the macro in SOLS RNG, it is going to go ahead and pick up every single coins and potions that you see around the map. It's gonna walk towards them and just click on F and collect them. So that's pretty damn useful. Bonuses is that even if you're on iOS or on Windows or even with the AZRD keyboard layout, it will work. So now for this, you'll need to join my Discord server because this is where everything, every filing, every updates about macros are made. So, and you're gonna need it for today's tutorial. Yeah, just go ahead and join. And before we start, the macro that I recommend for Windows is gonna be Tiny Task. Link in the description. You can just go ahead and download it right now because you're gonna need it. Now let me just go ahead and show you how you can actually macro. Okay, so once you join the Discord server, you'll want to look for the best macros for the device you're on. So example, if you're in Windows, go to macro Windows. If you're on Mac, go to macro Mac. And we also have a macro for AZRD keyboard layout. For today's tutorial, we're gonna go with macros Windows because that's the most common one. So yeah, you should join the Discord server because when there's like new update or something to fix, we usually put the new macro in there, so you always be updated with the latest version of the macros. But right now we're working with this one. So yeah, we're gonna go step by step. After that, you'll be able to use the macros every time you want to AFK in SOLS RNG. So let's go and do these steps. Step 1, download Tiny Task. Yeah, as I said earlier, Tiny Task, I will link it in the description. But yeah, once you're on their website, just go and download and click on version 1.77 or the latest version, and that's pretty much it. After that, step 2 is gonna be to open Tiny Task. There you go. So it should look like this normally. Now next step, you want to go in preferences and make sure playback speed is at time 1. We want to put continuous playback. You also want to choose a playback hotkey. So basically a playback hotkey is the hotkey that's gonna start and stop your macro. So for example, you can choose one of these right there. I use Ctrl Shift Alt P, but you can use F8. So every time you want to start the macro, you click on example F8, and when you want to stop it, also click on F8. So that's for the playback hotkey. That was step 3, 4, and 5. Now next step is going to be open the actual macro file because now we got Tiny Task, but we actually need the macro for it to work. So it's pretty simple. They're right there. Wait, what are you doing? Look in the mirror. Look at you. You're really going to take our macros files just like that for free without even being subscribed? Man, what a fool. No, but for real, please subscribe. It took so long to make these macros and it will help us so much. Yeah, thank you, and let's just keep going with the video. VIP 2.8 revamp and non-VIP 2.8 revamp. So basically what this means is if you have VIP Game Pass in SOLS RNG, you take this one, and if you don't have the VIP Game Pass, you take the second one, the non-VIP. And so I have VIP, so I'm gonna take this one. So just click on it. It's gonna download it, but I already got it, so I can go straight in Roblox. Now click on open and take the file that you just downloaded. So me is VIP 2.8 revamp.rec. Just open it. You should see it right there. You know it's open. And now we're almost ready to do the macro. So every time you want to play the macro, you have to do this. So you have to reset your character. After that, you want to hit W and just move straight in a straight line and go straight into the lava. So this is just to reposition your character in the middle of the spawn point. So yeah, now we're in the middle. Next up is very important. It's basically what's gonna make the macro work. So you have to don't move your character, just move your camera. So you have to take your camera and go above your character just like this. And if you look at the top of my screen, align the studs with the white bar that is in the top. So basically, I'm just gonna show you. It might take a couple try and just like this. So as you can see, it is a straight line. The studs are completely aligned with the white bar. Is there another example? As you can see, it's all well aligned. So this is what you want to get. And now you're done. So you don't want to touch anything. You only want to start the macro now. So just remember the playback hotkey that you selected earlier. Well, you want to click on this to start the macro. So mine is Ctrl Shift Alt P. So let me just do Ctrl Shift Alt P and it's gonna start moving. So as I said earlier, it just goes around on the map and it goes everywhere. Yeah, it's normal if it falls in the void right there. That is just so it can go back to the spawn faster. And now it's gonna go in the house and blah blah blah. So it's gonna do basically this. Now it's gonna go back there. As you can see, once the loop is done, once it jumps into the lava, it's gonna restart the entire loop and it's gonna play infinitely until you click on the playback hotkey. So the same as the one that starts the macro. So Ctrl Shift Alt P for me, and then the macro is gonna be stopped and you can just go around and move normally. Now, very important information: you don't want to use the basic glove, the basic log glove. So this one, don't want to use this one because it might break the macro. Also, you don't want to use any flying auras like this one, bonded. This might also break the macro. So just use something like winds, or it can be basically whatever aura that doesn't have a flying animation. So yeah, if you follow all of these rules, it should work perfectly fine. But if you have some questions, just go in my Discord server. There's people that can help you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can promise that we get thousands of potions just like I have. Yeah, bye.